Hello, sports fans, and welcome to the Scott Sports 101 NFL early games post-game show. And we'll also check on the late games as well, but we're going to get to the late games first. One that just ended moments ago in overtime. The Houston Texans' 9-game losing streak is over as they beat the Indianapolis Colts in overtime 37-34 at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, Indiana. And this game was a seesaw between Indianapolis and Houston, and Houston led through most of this game, but Indianapolis battled back, and then it went into overtime in the fourth as it was tied at 31, and then it was 34-31, and then it became 34-all, and then Houston kicked the field goal and won it in the final seconds of OT. Well, the Green Bay Packers shut out the Buffalo Bills at Lambeau Field, 22-0. Buffalo just could not get it together today. They just did not have a chance in this game. So Buffalo will have to regroup and see what they can do next week. The Chicago Bears just walloped, hammered the Tampa Bay Bucks 48-10 at Soldier Field in Chicago. Boy, Tampa Bay, I think they might have had a change at quarterback in the second half. I'm not sure, but the Bears are just all over the Bucks today in Tampa Bay. And Chicago, excuse me. The New England Patriots just hammered hammered the Miami Dolphins 38-7 at Gillette Stadium in Boston, Massachusetts. And Tom Brady really and Josh Gordon really led the way in this game. And New England just had this game just from the start, and Miami just only was able to score 7 points on this one, and they got outscored. So Miami's going to have to regroup as well. The Dallas Cowboys beat the Detroit Lions at AT&T Stadium in Dallas, 26-24. Boy, this one was a shootout in Dallas. It was a close one today. But Dallas just prevailed in this one, that's for sure. And the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Atlanta Falcons by 37-36. Atlanta came back and had a 36-31 lead. And in the final, with less than a minute to play in the fourth, the Cincinnati Bengals score a touchdown to win the game, 37-36. Boy, 2 straight losses for Atlanta. They're just going to need to get it together. Atlanta's really going to need to get it together. I mean, this is not good for the Falcons. Boy. Yeah, they need that. They're going to want to win next week. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the New York Jets 31-12 at Everbank Stadium in Jacksonville, Florida. And the Jets tried everything, and they struggled today. The Jets just struggled. The Jaguars just had their number today in Jacksonville. And the Tennessee Titans, in the final seconds of overtime, beat the Super Bowl champions Philadelphia Eagles 26-23 in overtime. And boy, in Tennessee at home at LP Field in Nashville, Tennessee. Boy, what a game this was between Philadelphia and Tennessee. And Tennessee, they had struggled in some areas in this game, but Philadelphia had led throughout this game, but then Tennessee came back and it went into overtime, and then Philadelphia was up 23-20, and then Tennessee came back and they kicked Philadelphia 23-all, and then they actually scored a TD, and won the game 26-23. So that's how that one prevailed. Now for your late games are well underway. The Browns are up 9-7 against the Oakland Raiders at the Oakland Company Coliseum in Oakland, California. The Giants are up 7-0 on the Saints at MetLife Stadium in in New York City in the Meadowlands. The Seattle Seahawks are up 7-0 against Arizona in Phoenix at Phoenix Stadium. And the 49ers are up 14-0 against the Chargers at StubHub Center in LA. And later this evening, Sunday Night Football, the Ravens and the Steelers will square off, and I'll have a pregame show for that once the late games have concluded. And the Monday night game, the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And that should be a good game tomorrow evening. And, well, boy, I got to tell you, we had, oh, boy, a couple of really big upsets today in the NFL. And one that came back virtually to win the game on the road. Stole one in Atlanta, the Bengals. Boy. And this has been I think a wild week of football again in the NFL. And we're going to see what happens with these late games during the late afternoon and the late games. And I will have a post-game show once the late games have concluded. But, boy, this has been one heck of a crazy week of football in the NFL. And in case you missed it, last night, Saturday Night Football, the Ohio State Buckeyes beat the Penn State Nittany Lions by one, 27-26. Penn State missed a field goal in the final seconds of the fourth quarter, and the Buckeyes just got the win by one, 27-26 in the fourth quarter. Oh boy, what a game between the Penn State Nittany Lions and Ohio State Buckeyes, and the Ohio State Buckeyes are still undefeated at 5-0. Still undefeated, and I gotta say, oh boy, I was on pins and needles with that game last night. I'll tell you that. And boy, I can't believe Houston Texans, boy, ending their 9-game losing streak, and I have to tip my hat to them. And that was a win they needed. But Indianapolis did not want to go to 1-3, and I think they wanted to get a win in the division at home, and just could not get it. And they had several chances to do it, and just could not capitalize on it today. So, and boy, and yeah, we've had some great games today so far with the early games today. And I got to tell you, right now, I am 6-3 on my picks. My brother-in-law, Eric Hoyle, who I do the picks with, is 7-2. And because we have a couple of games that we did not agree on, and I lost on the Bengals and Falcons game. That was one, and the other one is the Chiefs and Broncos game. That's the other one we didn't agree on. So we will see what happens with that one tomorrow evening. So we shall see. And I got to tell you, I still feel that the Browns are going to pull out. They're going to steal a one on the road with the Oakland Raiders, 24-21. I feel that's my score prediction with that one. And I know the Raiders are without safety Kyle Joseph today, and two of their players are expected to play in today's game and are playing right now. And they know what to expect with the Raiders because the Raiders have a good team. And right now they're up 9-7 right now in the second quarter of play. And I got to tell you, I just really feel that the Browns are really going to pull off a road win in Oakland today, in today's game. Boy, I got to tell you, and I got to tip my hat to really the Houston Texans because they got their first win of the season and ended their 9-game losing streak in the NFL. So we shall see what happens with the Browns and Raiders and all the late afternoon games. And I will have a post-game show once the Browns Raiders game is concluded and the other late games have concluded. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the Scott Sports 101 NFL Football Sunday early games post-game show, excuse me. And I'll have the late afternoon post-game show once the late games have concluded. But until then, always remember, be a team player each and every day, in every way possible. So long, everybody. Enjoy the late games. 3, 2, 1, I'm done.